Girl was surprised to discover that whenever she brought her boyfriend home, her father would take him up to the study on the second floor. When the boyfriend emerged from the study, his expression was grave as he rushed forward, slapped the girl, and broke up with her. However, he never told the girl the reason for the breakup. Over the next 5 years, the girl dated 10 boyfriends, all of whom were ruined by her father. Watching her younger sister have a child at 22 made the 28-year-old, still single girl very anxious. One day she summoned the courage to bring another boyfriend home, but as soon as they met, her father again asked him to accompany him to the study. Faced with her father's pressure, the girl gripped her boyfriend's hand tightly, afraid he would break up with her again when he came out of the study. The boyfriend promised that no matter what he saw in the study, he would not abandon her. He then followed her father up the stairs toward the study. The boyfriend could not escape the study's curse. Immediately after coming downstairs, he slapped the girl's face and launched into a tirade, declaring she would never marry. Seeing her chance at love destroyed again by her father, the girl was furious. She finally mustered the courage to vent 5 years of frustration at her father, demanding to know why he insisted on preventing her from dating, and what he had said to her boyfriends in the study, only to receive a harsh slap in return. Her father forced her to kneel in the courtyard and reflect, telling her she could only stand up once she recognized her mistake. Even her younger sister came forward to angrily scold the girl, insisting she could not marry and must obediently obey their father, warning that marriage would not only make her unhappy but harm any man she wed. Hearing this, the girl was deeply hurt and began to suspect she was not her father's biological daughter. After all, he had indulged her sister in everything since childhood, yet had beaten and scolded her merely for having a boyfriend. To find out what was really going on, the girl decided to spend a large sum hiring a private detective. When her best friend learned the reason the girl remained single, she was outraged and helped analyze possible causes for the father's objections, suspecting that the girl looked like his mistress and was hated by her mother, leading to her father's rejection. The girl adamantly declared this impossible, insisting her mother had always treated her well. Just as the two of them exhausted every theory without answers, the private detective's report arrived. The results showed the girl was indeed her father's biological daughter, and that he was a man of integrity with no history of mistresses, leaving no explanation for his interference in her marriage prospects. On her friend's advice, the girl was forced to ask her eldest uncle to persuade her father. When the uncle heard of the girl's ordeal, he was furious and promised her he would handle the matter. He stormed over to confront the father, telling him that at her age she should not be kept from falling in love. The father said nothing in response and immediately led his brother upstairs to the study. The girl grew anxious, worrying the uncle would, like her previous boyfriends, change his mind once he emerged from the study. As the minutes ticked by, her heart pounded with mounting unease. Sure enough, when the uncle reappeared, he delivered a resounding slap to the girl, condemning her for ruining her boyfriend's lives by dating. Fortunately, at that moment the uncle's wife arrived, angrily rebuking him for also preventing the girl from marrying. The father again remained silent and once more took his sister-in-law up to the study. Unexpectedly, when she came out, her attitude had also flipped. She lectured the girl to stay at home quietly, and warned ruthless consequences if she ever thought of marriage again. The girl sank into deep despair once more. Her father's attempts to stop her from dating did not end there. When the girl returned sadly to her room, she discovered that all her boyfriend's numbers had been deleted from her phone. Even her photos with them had mysteriously vanished. Enraged, she rushed out and demanded an explanation, only to learn that her father and sister had done it all together. They had done it to ensure the girl would never think of dating again, and no matter how much she questioned them, her father's stance remained clear. She was to abandon any idea of romance or marriage forever. At this point, the girl was utterly incensed, and insisted on going to the study upstairs to see what secret was hidden there. Ignoring her father's pleas, she shoved aside her sister who tried to stop her and raced toward the second-floor study. Seeing this, her father immediately gave chase, but by then she had already opened the study door.